Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a great Sunday night dinner idea known as my cheesy pesto chicken bake. I love this recipe because it's a really great dinner idea for two. So I know a lot of my recipes feed a family of four just because that's what I have at our house, but if you're just cooking for one other person, this is a great way to go. It's light and fresh, perfect for springtime dinner, and it's also a little bit cheesy and decadent too, in the best way. So let me show you how to put it together. So the first step is to create a quick marinade for our chicken. So in a small bowl, you're gonna combine 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of balsamic vinegar, 1 minced garlic clove, salt and pepper just to taste, and then a little pinch of Italian seasoning, which is usually that little spice blend you can get at the market that has dried basil, oregano, and parsley. If you don't have that on hand, you could also just swap it with any of those dried ingredients. Then we're gonna place our boneless, skinless chicken breasts in this marinade, just to kind of hang out there for about 15 minutes or so while we prepare our tomato sauce. It's a really simple recipe. All we're gonna do is in a large saute pan, you're gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil. To that, you're gonna add 3 tomatoes that have been diced. And just saute those up until they start to break down a bit. And then you're gonna add 1 garlic clove, a little salt and pepper to taste. At this stage, I like to add 2 tablespoons of a dry white wine, like a Chardonnay would be great. If you don't drink, you could swap that out with a little bit of lemon juice. This is a trick I used to do when I was pregnant, and it creates the same type of feeling as wine in sauces like this. Just take maybe half a lemon and give it a good squeeze. Then we're just gonna let that cook down until all of that liquid has evaporated. And you'll start to see the tomatoes will begin to break down, and you wanna kind of squish them up either with a wooden spoon or a fork. And then once you have a nice sauce going, then you can add some freshly chopped basil, about 2 tablespoons or so. So for this recipe, I do like to grill the chicken. So I'm gonna use an indoor grill pan just because I think it's a little bit easier, but you also could use an outdoor grill, or if you don't have either one of those, you could also saute this chicken breast just in a large saute pan with a little bit of olive oil. That would be fine. So we're gonna grill our chicken for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side, just until it gets some nice grill marks. And then we're gonna set those aside on a plate to rest. Now they're not cooked through yet, so don't go in there and take a little bite. We're gonna finish them off in the oven. Now for this recipe, I like to use individual gratin pans so that each person has their own serving. I think that's a nice, elegant way to serve this. I'll leave you a link in the description for where you can get dishes like this, but if you don't wanna go out and buy new dishes, you certainly can use any oven-safe casserole dish. That'll work too. So in each dish, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of store-bought pesto sauce. Now, if you wanted to make your own pesto, that would also be perfectly fabulous, and I can leave you a link in the description for how to make your own pesto sauce. And then we're gonna place our chicken breasts on top of the pesto. And then to that, you're gonna add 3 to 4 slices of fresh mozzarella cheese. As it melts, it's going to release all of its moisture and combine with that pesto and create a fantastic sauce. And then you're gonna pop these in the oven at 400 degrees for at least 10 to 15 minutes, just until that chicken is cooked through. So I would recommend going in with a little fork and a knife to cut through the thickest part of the chicken to make sure that it's cooked well inside. We're gonna be topping this with some tomato sauce on top, so don't worry about the cut you may put in the chicken. And then once the chicken is done, you're gonna finish it off by topping with our tomato sauce. I just serve it at room temperature just because that chicken and cheese and everything is so hot underneath, but if you wanted to reheat it quickly, you could too. And then the finishing touch is just to add a little freshly cracked pepper and some more fresh basil on top. I hope you guys give this one a try and let me know what you think. Subscribe for more quick and easy recipes, and I will see you back here next week for another one.